Hey, what's going on, guys? We got back in biceps once again. Today is basically hypertrophy day, no power movements whatsoever. Start off with a front lat pull down. We went, I think we did 4 sets. We did 3 sets of warm up with 100 pounds. Then we started adding weight, and we did 4 working sets. With these, I pretty much like to keep myself more straight up and down, not really turning into a row by leaning back. Some days I will do that if I want to go heavy. If I feel like going heavy, I'll do that, but for the most part, just trying to concentrate on the lats themselves. The next one we did was a T-bar row. It's a padded T-bar row. This one felt pretty good. Actually, they changed the machine, they changed the handles, changed the bar, so it kind of works different now. Before, the outside handles felt better, now the inside handles feel better. And this one, pretty much want to squeeze your back. With the inside handles, you're working more of the lats. And I feel them more on my lats and get a good contraction at the top. First set felt really, last working set felt really good. And this last set was heavy, but it felt good. And I felt like throwing up some more pounds, so I had like 5 plates on there, and it felt really, really good. After this, back was already pumped from pull downs and these, so. Then we moved into a hammer strength pullover. This one is pretty much getting a good stretch and then squeezing at the bottom. You feel your lats contract, especially you feel your lower lats start to contract and go towards your spine, contracting, and it feels really good. Usually I like to do these when my biceps or my forearms are really starting to give out. If I'm going heavy or if I'm just doing really sloppy form and my biceps are pumped, I like to do a pullover, either a rope or these. Today we just did it just to get variation in our workout, to kind of like hit more of a lats. So with these we do about 10 to 12 reps, nothing crazy. We don't go super heavy. You want to get a stretch, but you don't want to overstretch and not complete the movement that's intended to do. After this, we did some hammer strength underhand rows. It's like an underhand pull down, actually. These felt really good. With underhand, you just have to be careful not to jerk it too much, or you strain your bicep. Sometimes if I go too heavy, I feel like that's what I'm doing, so I have to back off on the weight. The main thing you want to do is squeeze the back, feel the back working. If your biceps are getting pumped, you're doing it wrong. Next thing we did was these low cable rows, and after these my back was pretty jacked. It felt ridiculous. We were gonna do more sets overall, but we kind of cut it short. Well, we intended, because everything was feeling really, really good. And these I like to squeeze and hold it. I went pretty heavy, decently heavy. Didn't do the stack. Usually I'll do the stack, but it felt really good. I think I did 250 instead of 300, so everything felt, really good squeezing. The next thing we did was a underhand pull down. And with these, I have a different variation when I do these. So what I like to do is I like to tuck my feet behind me, so I'm not using my legs to help me support or lift the weight. So it's kind of like a pull-up in a sense, and I kind of stay more vertical instead of leaning back. I'll do these at regular lat pull downs or close grip V-bar pull downs, just to focus on my lats and not to focus too much on my upper back. So doing it this way, I feel that it really targets my lats a lot better. I can get a good stretch without overstretching, and I'm not using my legs, like I said, to do more weight. If I wanted to go heavier, yes, I would put my legs underneath the support, and after you get to a certain weight, it'll actually lift you up. That's what the supports are there. So this is just you're not going too heavy, you're just trying to get that squeeze. Next thing we did was this machine row, and I kind of like this one. It has different grips on it you can use. Terrence is using an underhand grip, so he's primarily working his lats on this one. His elbows are tucked in. When your elbows are tucked in, you're usually working your lats. When your elbows are up higher, now you're working your rear delts, your mid traps, rhomboids, and that's something that I did on this set. So instead of doing the underhand grip, I ended up using the overhand grip. It's a little bit higher, making sure I kept my elbows up high, squeezing each rep. So this one I really felt my rear delts getting pumped, my traps, and my overall mid back area was getting pumped. So we didn't really hit this area, so this is kind of like a variation just to make sure we get everything, because the back is such a vast muscle area. Then we went into biceps. So the first thing we did was this hammer strength MTS curl. We did one arm at a time. After these, you just get a really good pump. Biceps was pretty much toasted, to be honest with you, after this, with everything we did with back. It just feels great. You get a good contraction, that high angle, I don't know what it is, but it just gives it that, get a great pump just doing these. You don't want to really swing, you just really want to squeeze. You're not trying to lift, like with biceps, you're not trying to, you know, you're not weightlifting, you're just trying to work the muscle, feel the muscle working. The next thing we did was a machine preacher curl. And I particularly like this model, the way the handles are. So it's almost like using the easy bar and using the close grip on it. And the padding is pretty much flat. It's not angled. The angled ones tend to hurt my biceps, my tendons. So with this one, it's a little bit flatter. You can actually go, you know, a fuller range of motion. And get the good contraction, trying to like squeeze the muscle at the top. So we did, for back we did anywhere from 4 to 3 sets, and then from biceps we did 3 sets of everything. Rep range 8 to 12. Then we moved on to a seated dumbbell curl, not alternate, just a regular dumbbell curl. And sometimes we'll do a barbell curl, easy bar curl right here, but today this felt good. When I do these, I'm just using my elbow. That's as far as I can go. I'm not moving my shoulders. Now when I do a barbell curl, what I'll do is I will use my shoulders, because the bicep is a shoulder flexor, so I will utilize that, and instead of the bar coming to my chest, it'll go more towards my neck or my nose. Then we did reverse curls, and these have been amazing. We started adding these in a couple workouts ago, and after this my lower bicep is pumped, my brachioradialis is pumped. It really hits those areas really good. Hits the brachialis as well, but primarily what I'm feeling is the brachioradialis and my lower bicep. Usually we'll do either standing alternate hammer curls or this reverse curl. Then we did FST 7s. We did an overhead curl on a free motion machine. This one, dunzo. It's like after everything we did, we do FST 7. So basically we're doing 7 sets, 30 seconds of rest after each set. In between sets we're flexing our biceps, getting the blood in there. And the first set I try to go, you know, decently light, did 20 reps. By the end I'm doing like 6 reps because I can't do anymore. Your arms are just so blown up, and then after about a minute or two after you're done with your set, your blood just flows in there, and it's an incredible pump. It's amazing. If you haven't tried it, try it out. So I go first. I do my sets just to make sure we're getting that 30 seconds, and then Terrence goes. That's what we do right now with the FST 7. So kind of take turns instead of going back and forth, because we usually go in a faster pace anyways, but for these we go even a faster pace. So thanks for watching, guys.